Yeah, good morning. The owner of that plane says he's lost his family, his daughter, his granddaughter, a nanny, and the pilot. This was a moment of high drama in Washington, D.C. The president notified as he was playing golf. F-16s scrambled because of sonic booms. They caused sonic booms, I should say, here in D.C. as they tried to catch up with that plane. Scrambled from Joint Base Andrews near Washington Sunday, two F-16 fighter jets racing to intercept a private Cessna Citation jet approaching restricted D.C. airspace. The Air Force pilots radioed the Cessna pilot, but got no response.
This is an armed air defense fighter transmitting on a 121.5. You have been intercepted.
On the ground, the sonic booms from the fighter jets rattled the greater D.C. area, shaking homes from Annapolis, Maryland to Northern Virginia. The thunderous sounds so loud concerned residents called 911. But as the F-16s approached the runaway plane, they could see the pilot appeared unresponsive. The plane had taken off from Tennessee, headed to Long Island, New York, then did an unexplained 180, turning south again as air traffic controllers tried unsuccessfully to raise the pilot and told other planes to stay away. That's when the fighter jets were scrambled.
If they were intercepting an aircraft that was doing 70 or 80% of the speed of sound and needed to intercept that aircraft quickly, the only way to do it would be to go ahead and go supersonic to increase the closure rate on the target aircraft.
The Air Force pilots tried using flares to get the pilot's attention and continued following the Cessna as it flew over D.C., then into Virginia, where it apparently ran out of fuel and crashed. Our NBC station WRC captured these images of the crash scene west of Charlottesville. It was registered to a company in Melbourne, Florida. Owner John Rumpel tells NBC News his daughter, grandchild, a nanny, and pilot were on board. The episode similar to the 1999 private plane crash that killed golf legend Payne Stewart and 5 others. They became unresponsive after their plane lost oxygen pressure. In a similar situation, a pilot would have just seconds to act.
You've got to be on oxygen within 5 seconds, or you'll begin to lose consciousness.
To be clear, we do not know what incapacitated the pilot. Was it some sort of a medical emergency? Was it a loss of oxygen pressure in the cabin? NORAD says it did not shoot down this plane, so now the NTSB and the FAA are investigating. Savannah?
Well, we did see there that fighter jets intercepted the plane. So what does exactly that mean?
It means that essentially it's a warning, trying to escort a plane out of restricted airspace. But the actual protocols for potentially shooting down a plane, those are classified. We're not privy to those. However, we are told because of the altitude of this plane, 34,000 feet, it overflew D.C. And yes, this is restricted airspace, but it was well above any posing any threat to the city. So that may be one reason why they simply escorted it on out into Virginia.
Tragic situation and a scare there too as well. Tom, thank you.
Let's move now to an incident that's further